I just wanted to talk briefly about the blues scale and how you can help students find it on the piano. Of course, it's fairly easy for students to remember the C blues scale if you've taught that in any number of ways or times. However, what if you need them to be able to work out the blues scale in other keys? Well, one good way to let students know about the blues scale and how to form it in many keys is to tell them where it comes from, and that is the minor pentatonic scale. So, if we just revise, the minor pentatonic scale uses the notes we'll do it in A minor just for simplicity, but this works in any key. So we've got the note A, so 1, note 3, 4, 5, and 7 form the minor pentatonic scale. Remember, of course, that that's different to the major pentatonic scale, which is the notes 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 in a major key. So just going back to those first notes, that's our minor pentatonic, and students should be able to remember the major and the minor pentatonic in most keys and be able to pull it up and play it fairly easily and fairly simply. So what is the only difference between the minor pentatonic and the blues scale? Well, that is the addition, of course, of the flattened fifth. In the case of A minor, this note here. It can be written one of two ways. It could either be written as a sharp 4 or a flat 5. A lot of jazz musos will use a flat 5 to talk about this. Some musos will talk about a sharp 4. Either way is totally fine. So our scale now is this. Of course, giving us that fantastic bluesy sound. So what is actually the difference in sound between these two scales? Well, I'll just play through some chords in the left hand, and I'll do a little bit of improv with the minor pentatonic in the right hand. So I'm going to use these notes here, and a little chord progression. We can start with A minor 7, and we'll do a little descending kind of bass line idea, and we'll finish on E minor 7. And this could be something that you can do with students, a nice little quick win using an A minor pentatonic. So, so that's the minor pentatonic. So let's now add the blue note, the flattened fifth, and see how that actually sounds. So we're going to now add the D sharp or the E flat, and I'll use the same progression in the left hand and we'll see how it actually sounds. Ah, come here, cat. All right, so we've got. So you get the idea. You can tell the difference. We've got that much jazzier sound coming through with the addition of just that one extra note. So for students, I would get them to try doing this in A minor first. You could do the chords in the left hand. You could even teach them how to do improv with both hands like that, obviously starting nice and simply and judging it for their particular level. If we wanted to do this, let's say in D, exactly the same kind of thing. So in D minor, the pentatonic, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, like this. Let me skip over to our other on-screen keyboard. So we've got this. That would be our D minor pentatonic. If we wanted to add the blues note, so to turn this into a blues scale, we would just add, and we could add the octave at the top. So we could do that, and if we do it in, let's say, A flat, we could do it again. Again, 1, so same notes, minor pentatonic, 1, sorry. They're your first notes, and to add to that, we can add the fourth, raised fourth, or flat 5th, depending on how you want to talk about it. So that's just a really quick overview. It's really helpful, I think, to help students make those connections. So if they're already learning about the major pentatonic and maybe are already improvising with the minor pentatonic, then just show them how the addition of one note will then give them the blues scale, which can then open up a whole world of jazz. And of course, make sure you check out the 12-bar blues course that I've got if you want to have more information about that and how to do some of those improv tricks that I was doing. Hope that was helpful. I'll see you next time. Hey, just before you go, make sure you click here to subscribe, and we've got thousands of other videos all on the topic of music education and teaching, so make sure you check out some of those other ones here, and I'll see you in the next video.